We talked about this briefly before. We stay on this wall and we move over kind of like Tiger, and we fall back to about here, about a ball away. We're cool. We continue to turn right about here, and then we start to move into this. Okay, I don't want to make this too difficult. So here, stay on this wall as you turn, boom, to about P5.5 because that's where vertical forces are done. Then I'm going to start to push, turn, see how much if I just turn, and extend. I extend after I've got to impact. Boom, that way, got that? So the thing is if I just turned, I'd have a lot of space here from my ball. If I push, that's the widest part of my hips, okay? So you'd be too slidey, okay? Right. So you've got to make a mix and match between those. So jump in there one more time. Or first time today. So, number one, you're gonna go, let's put one on this side of the wall. Good. Now go all the way top. Good. All the way up. Okay. Now, you're in there, you've created a ball here. Now, you're gonna sit and turn on this wall. Now, hips, because you're back to square by P5, right? A little more turn. Boom. If you kept turning, you're going to create a lot more space without any push. So we're only stopping right there. Okay. Now, from right about here, we're going to start to push. There you go. Push off trail, turn, and extend. There you go. Beautiful. And then we're back to like Hogan position. Okay. That would be ideal. Okay. And so for a long time, there you go. That's beautiful. So there's a remedy of them all. There's a remedy of I don't just sit here. I think, so hold on one sec over here. So that's why when you see a lot of my players and you see them rehearsing their sliders, some of them, you'll see a lot of them look like this in the rehearsal and create so much space here. As long as this knee doesn't go in, they're not going to be stuck back here. But that's just an exaggeration. When you see so much space over here, what is that? That's just a rotational exaggeration. You got that? That's the only reason you're seeing space. And you're also seeing that space because there's no push, okay? So I don't want any push in transition till I've got down to my vertical forces are done. And then I'm not just going to push and I'm not just going to turn. I'm going to remedy these all together, and that's the way it is, okay? And what you're going to do, Drew, is you're going to actually put it on the top of my hand. Go ahead, right up here, and I'm going to come down with you. Boom, see that right there? So I left that on that angle, so it went into this angle, so I feel like I'm in this position. Now, my arm will start to straighten. As I start to turn, it'll fall off. But you're going to have that sensation that if you went to the top, it wouldn't stay on. You're going to feel like it stays on right away. That's what a lot of players are trying to do. I put this water bottle so it's barely on, okay? So I come over, so if I did it, let me not mess this up. Let's do it to where it almost stays on. So if I went like this, it wouldn't come out, okay? Now, if I went to the top like a real swing, I went up to the top and I went boom, it didn't even come off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try it a little bit more. I go to the top and the club's in this position. Now I'm gonna drop all the water behind me. Boom, see that right there? So I go whoop, and then I turn. So people go, once you've gone here, how do I square it up? What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to turn, okay? So I'm in this position here. I went up, I've dropped all the water, and I turn, and my left hand will start to supinate and flex all by itself, boom, and I'll square it up. I don't want to get in here, stop my body, because that'll end up looking like this. After I've dropped all that water, and I actually stop my body, I'm just going to be way exiting out. But if I do that same action, and I do it like Sergio, I go up here, I drop it all and turn, it'll look more like this, okay? Okay, cool. So this to me is a big word. I call it avoidance. You're avoiding something for you guys out there. So if I put something where I did for Johnny, you can look at it, Johnny. When I put something for Johnny here to stop doing that, what's going to happen naturally is his back's going to stay a hair more to the target and he's going to get a little more stretched this way. If I actually just said, hey, try and actually get more width and keep your back to the target, it's a lot easier to put something here and his body will avoid it. Same things with sticks on the post impact. If I actually have a guy who's just spinning here, he'll hit a stick one time and immediately it'll change his body patterns. I could talk about, hey, listen, let's work on our legs doing this, extending up more and get mechanical, or I could just put a stick there and we get places a lot faster, if that makes sense for you guys. And that's what we did there. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So go top. So now what's this doing if I left this here? I don't want it to go down, but I want, yep, we're not going down still. We're just keeping pressure. One more time. Up, freeze. Hit it. Good, that feels probably really deep. You want a little deeper. So for all of you guys who are looking at this, I have so many players that are anywhere from straight down the line to hair inside the line. Johnny gets to tend to get here. It hasn't made him struggle at all. He wants to hit some draws. That's actual where I'd like to see it. Okay, I don't like to see it too deep. That's very nice. So that's symmetrical for sure.
And it brings
the swing direction more to the right post impact. Yes, exactly. So that's what we're talking about, symmetrical. But the left arm of Johnny, why does your left arm move out? Because you turn early, so everything just turns great, okay? Where a lot of people actually are back to the target, which means they have more width, where some people are here and they're a lot more narrow, okay? And then they have to have a lot of secondary tilt. So Johnny, you could put something, you could make something like this or have somebody hold it. Go ahead, one more. Do a rehearsal. Yeah, up top. Yeah, your balance points are good. Don't hit it, but just rehearse it. Yeah, so it wasn't, you didn't feel pulled down. So Johnny made the mistake of on the top, and he started to go like this, yes, and his shaft started to get steep, and then he started reacting to the shaft, okay? We do not want you to pull down behind you. Go back again. He's actually leaving his arms up. He's not pulling them down, and he's got pressure going more this way for him, okay? Yep. His arm staying up. That'll shallow him out a lot. Good, one more. That feels so shallow, huh? So a lot of players are like, oh, you got to have it dead at 20 degrees. You got it square. It also depends on the club. Brooks Koepka's dead on the line. Dustin Johnson's a little bit inside the line. You got so many good players that are all over the place. But what I don't like is hand path too deep. Okay, that also stands the shaft up, and you got to really be rotated at the bottom to match it up. Okay, that looks good. GG Swing Tips here. Thanks for watching my YouTube clip. Make sure you hit me up on Facebook. Check out my membership site and subscribe. Thanks, you guys. You're the best.